So one day it's going to be 433. Add 0.25 to that. For 27 days it's going to be 458. There are 28 days in February. That's going to be 457. So market basically thinks it's slightly higher than what would happen if it is 457. Right? So that means market definitely saying it's given that it's going to be 25 basis points. There's a small likelihood that it could be 50. I'm going to actually use a spreadsheet that I built to work that out, but I can roughly tell you what that probability is. 458 minus that, and divide that by 0.25. There's only about 3.5% chance that it could be 50. The way I worked that out, this spreadsheet is rather nice. Let me find it. Tea leaves. Was? Oh yeah, I changed the folder name. Alright. Let me also save this to our folder so that I can post it later for you guys. Alright, current EFFR 433. I'm writing it in terms of basis points. Futures price is 96.42. Anything with a green is one of the inputs. I'm going to add a lower bound of 0. That's the increment, upper bound of 25. Meeting date is 2/1. It automatically calculates how many days before and after the meeting. Is it 96? Oh, I don't think it's 96.42. 95.42. In this case, had the price really been 95.42, it basically says lower bound is too high, just come back. But it's 95.42. Let me see. Upper bound too low, that means I have to increase this. So this says it's going to be at least 25 basis points. There's a chance it could be 50. To figure out what that chance is, data, what if analysis, goal seek, make that difference 0 by changing the probability. And that's the numbers we found. In this case, it's not too exciting. Just bid offer spread can give probabilities like that. We can also look at the March. I think it's March 21, 22nd. So meeting is 3/22. I'm going to assume that Fed is going to do 25 basis points in February. So it's going to be 458. Let's see what the March number is. 95,345, so 95.34 and a half. Okay. Now, this also didn't say anything, so it's going to be minimum. Try and make it 0. It says upper bound too low. So 25. They're going to do at least 25. And let's see. It's not going to be too different. Pretty much so. The market is betting that Fed is going to increase the interest rates by a quarter point in the next 2 minutes. Whether or not they're right is besides the point. That's kind of the, on a probabilistic basis, break-even number. Certain times, you could also use the months where there is no meeting. For example, there's no meeting in April. So I'm going to put 4/1 as the date. If I hit no meeting. And by then, I'm going to assume it's going to be 483. Remember, we had 2 meetings. We will have had 2 meetings. And let's get the April number. $95.20. Of course, since there's no meeting, it doesn't apply, but implied rate is effectively 480, right? Actually, this basically says, based on the April futures, there's almost 90% chance that Fed is going to increase by a quarter in the March meeting, but there's a small chance that it won't. Since you have 2 estimates, you could use either one, or since the volume for the April meeting, April contract is much higher, I would actually put more credence into that. Let's think about the May contract. So that's the contract right after March meeting. So let's look at the May meeting, because we're trying to figure out when, as far as the market is concerned, Fed is going to stop. So May 2 and 3. 5, 3. There is a meeting. It's gonna be 483, assuming two moves. Too high. Oh, I didn't enter the numbers. It's 95.10, I think. Yeah. So you don't get any objection. It's going to be either 0 or 25. This probability is the probability of the upper move. Now we're talking. This basically says market expects that after 50 basis points move in the next two meetings, the chances of another move is relatively low. It's only 30%, the way market sees it. They can look at the June move, assuming there's no move. In May, June 14th is the meeting date. And June contracts, not much volume, but still 95.08. Okay, market says if Fed doesn't move in May, chances that it could move again by 25 basis points in June is about 2/3. Let's do another, just the July.